So this is one of the issues that people have been facing with the normal iPhone models like iPhone 12, 13, 14, and Apple is forcing you to buy the Pro models for this. But if you try to use a standby mode on the simple iPhone 14 models, you can see that it doesn't work. I'll show you a demo in a second, but this is an iPhone 14 model, and if I try to plug in a charging cable and then try to put this in a standby mode, the screen will turn off after a few seconds. So let me just try to do that. All right, I've plugged in my charging cable and I have my little stand on the back. So I'll lock the screen and I'll keep it in horizontal mode to turn on the standby mode. As you can see, the standby mode has turned on, and now after a few seconds, this screen will turn off. So as you can see that the screen turns off after a few seconds, and if you're using it as a night clock, you can't really rely on it. So you have to tap on the screen to turn on the display back, and even after doing that, the display will turn off after a few seconds. Like this. So this is one of the issues that we want to fix in this video. It is exactly not possible to do that in the settings because Apple is trying to force you to buy the Pro models. But in this video, I'm going to show you a hack on how to fix this. So let's look into the hack that kind of works, at least in 2024. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to go to this app called Shortcuts. It must be available in all the models of iPhone. And once you go into this shortcut, you need to create a new shortcut. You can go by clicking on this plus button. I've already created a shortcut, so I'm just going to show you what shortcut I've created, and I'll just give you a demo of how it works. So I've created this shortcut named repeat. You can name it whatever you want, but the idea to keep the screen turn on is that we need to send a notification after every few seconds so that the standby mode doesn't turn off. So for that, what I've done is this I've just created this kind of a loop situation where the iPhone sends you a notification every 10 seconds. So it sends you a notification, it then waits for 10 seconds and then send you again 6 times. You can have one repeat condition and with an increased number of times, but the reason I did this is to control the seconds and minutes and number of hours. So once I am once I turn on this automation, it will run for 10 hours. So the outer loop dictates the number of hours for which you want to run this automation. The inner loop is 60 minutes, and 6 times and the wait of 10 seconds equates to 60 seconds, which is 1 minute. So the innermost loop is 1 minute. The the penultimate loop means 60 minutes, and the entire loop then means 10 times 60 minutes, which is 10 hours. So that's the idea of what we want to do. Once you have this shortcut created, I'll give you a demo in a moment that the standby mode will not turn off after every few seconds. One more thing that you need to take care of is that once you have this notification, you need to silent these notifications. So you don't need notification sound. So you just turn off this button, play sound, and you should be good to go. And also, if you don't want to get those constant notifications on the screen, what you need to do is you need to go to the settings, go to the standby, and turn off this button which will show the notifications. It's your personal choice if you want to keep it on, but I don't like it when I'm sleeping, so I don't care what other notifications I'm getting. I'm just going to turn it off. Critical ones will still be notified, I believe. So these two things should be sufficient for this shortcut to work. So I'll just mark it as done. And now let's see how this works. All right, so once we have the shortcut created, it's time to test if the shortcut is actually working or not. So I'll run the shortcut just now by clicking on it, and we'll see that the notifications will start pouring in. As you can see, the notification will start coming, and after every 10 seconds we'll get one notification. See, now I'll turn off my camera to put my phone into standby mode. As you can see, now it should not turn off the screen because we are getting all the notifications in the background. So let's wait for a few seconds to see if it actually works. Also notice that we are not getting any notifications on the lock screen since we had turned off that settings. As you can see that it tried to turn off the display, but at the same time we got the notification, so it turned on the display again. This won't happen all the time because it's kind of a race scenario. You can play with the settings to see what works for you, but at the end of the day, once it settles in, this will work for sure. So yeah, this is one of the hack that you can go for, and let me know in the comments if you find this helpful.